I'm Bethany Estes, a CMMC RP at Ardalyst, and welcome to the Ardalyst channel, the place for tips and insights on cybersecurity and compliance. So in this video, we'll be discussing NIST 800-171, a set of security requirements for protecting the confidentiality of controlled unclassified information in non-federal systems and organizations. In this video, we'll cover the following topics. What is CUI? Why is it important? What is NIST 800-171? Who needs to follow it? And how to implement NIST 800-171 requirements. So let's begin with the first question. What is CUI and why is it important? CUI is any information that the federal government designates as sensitive but not classified. So examples of CUI include personal data, financial information, health records, intellectual property, and research data. CUI can be shared by the federal government with non-federal entities such as contractors, subcontractors, state and local governments, universities, and research institutions. However, CUI must be protected from unauthorized access, disclosure, or misuse that could harm the national security, privacy, or public safety of the United States or its citizens. So now that we know what CUI is and why it's important, let's move on to the second question. What is NIST 800-171 and who needs to follow it? NIST 800-171 is a NIST special publication that provides security requirements for protecting the confidentiality of CUI when the information is resident in non-federal systems and organizations. So NIST 800-171 applies to data that the federal government shares with non-federal entities when no other federal law or regulation addresses how to protect that underlying data. For example, if a federal agency contracts a company to perform research that involves CUI, the company must follow NIST 800-171 requirements to secure the data on its systems. So NIST 800-171 is a companion document to NIST 853, which provides security and privacy controls for federal information systems and organizations. However, NIST 800-171 is designed specifically for non-federal systems and organizations that may have different operational environments, risk profiles, and resources than federal entities. Therefore, NIST 800-171 provides more flexibility and tailoring options for implementing the security requirements. So NIST 800-171 has 14 security requirement families that cover various aspects of system security. It also requires non-federal entities to develop a system security plan, an SSP, that describes how they meet each security requirement. So the SSP should also document any planned actions or milestones for addressing any unimplemented requirements. Additionally, non-federal entities should conduct periodic assessments of their systems to ensure compliance with NIST 800-171 requirements. So moving on to the third question, how to implement NIST 800-171 requirements. The implementation of NIST 800-171 requirements depends on the specific system configuration, architecture, and functionality of each non-federal entity. However, some general steps that system administrators and users can take to comply with NIST 800-171 are: identify all CUI data on their systems and label them accordingly, apply appropriate encryption methods to protect CUI data at rest and in transit, implement strong authentication mechanisms such as multi-factor authentication or biometric authentication for accessing CUI data, enforce least privilege principle and role-based access control policies for granting access to CUI data, monitor system activity and generate audit logs for detecting and reporting any unauthorized or anomalous events, back up CUI data regularly and store it in secure locations, dispose of CUI data securely when no longer needed or authorized, and train system users on how to handle CUI data properly and report any incidents or breaches. So to summarize, NIST 800-171 is a set of security requirements for protecting the confidentiality of CUI in non-federal systems and organizations. It applies to data that the federal government shares with non-federal entities when no other federal law or regulation addresses how to protect that underlying data. NIST 800-171 provides more flexibility and tailoring options for implementing the security requirements than NIST 853 does. NIST 800-171 requires non-federal entities to develop a system security plan, conduct periodic assessments, and implement various security measures for securing CUI data. Complying with NIST 800-171 can enhance the security and resilience of non-federal systems and data, demonstrate trustworthiness and reliability, avoid penalties or sanctions, and gain a competitive edge in the market. NIST 800-171 is also the foundation of security controls required by the upcoming CMMC regulations. You can learn more about CMMC on our next video, The Basics of CMMC. So thank you guys for watching this video on NIST 800-171. We hope you found it informative and useful. If you have any questions or feedback, please leave them in the comment section below and have a great day.